So if you want to succeed in digital marketing and you want to get the sales and the leads through your online efforts, then you think you need three things. You want to have an effective sales system, you want to have an effective marketing system, and an effective traffic system. And that's the SMT framework that we execute in your own business once you hire us to come into your business to deliver on sales and leads through digital platforms. Now, throughout the next 12 weeks, we are going to be conducting a training, an experiential training, where we are going to show you exactly what we do with our own clients and what we do in our own business to generate the leads and the sales. Now, this is very, very practical training. So you require to go ahead and do the things that you're going to learn, and this will shift the way you do business. Sometimes in some businesses it requires a whole lot of changes because these are systems that you're going to implement in your own business. There will be messaging that will be changed. There will be offers that will have to come up with offers that actually resonate with your online audience. We are also going to look at where are your audiences, where are your perfect or ideal clients at, where are they hiding online, and how do we get them to interact, how do we get them to become leads and also become your high paying clients. Now this is a whole process, and we are going to have, then in the next 12 weeks we are going to have a sales soft marketing training program where we are going to learn, and I'm going to show you the exact steps we go through, the exact system that we implement in other businesses in order for them to generate the sales and the leads. Now, what I want you to do is to go ahead onto the website www.samkariuki.com and go through the process of registration. But before we go there, I would want you to listen to some of the people who have gone through this training and what they have to say about it. Just check it out.
Hi there, Sam, and hi there, friends. And I'm really excited about working with you, Sam. I really love your passion. I love your detail in terms of the content. But most of all, what I loved is how you have taken me step by step. I mean, there's quite a bit to learn, but you've broken it down to easy to understand steps. And I really love how you've handheld me throughout the whole process. I now feel empowered. I feel this scary space called online and Facebook not so scary, and I feel empowered and I feel excited and I can see opportunities for myself. So wishing you all the best, and guys, if you're looking for somebody to hold your hand, you're in good hands. Thank you. I'm telling you, this is the best thing I have done for years and years and years. So thank you. Absolutely. I'm able to now see all the things I've been checking out in Mafanya Nusu Nusu, but also the thing of, yeah, we stopped giving Facebook money. Let them work for it.
Now, not only those people that have gone through the training, we've also had a very good feedback in terms of text, WhatsApp messages, and even comments on social media. And here are some of them. Now, don't wait until later on for you to learn how to generate sales and leads for your own business. Go ahead and register now. Registration is easy. Just head on to www.samkariuki.com, and then on that website you're going to find this landing page. Click on Let's Grow Together to book your spot. Once you click there, you will be taken to this page. Enter your name, your phone number there, and then make sure you could have it even 07, and then click Enroll. Now once you click Enroll, you land onto the checkout page where you'll be asked to enter your phone number. Now this will be your M-Pesa number because you're going to register using your M-Pesa. You're going to pay using your M-Pesa, so just make sure that it's 07 and then your number, then click Initiate Payment. Once you click Initiate Payment, a notification will pop on your phone. Enter your PIN, it will pay, and then come here, complete, and then come here, click Complete Order. Your order will be completed, if they ask you for the code, enter the code and then complete order. Your order will be completed and you'll have reserved your seat. Now, on completing that registration, what you're going to get is you're going to get access to the Facebook 101 course and also the 10x digital marketing training course. With the course, you're going to get the 10x digital training toolkit and then a training that goes along with that toolkit. Now, the reason why I give you this upfront is because I want you, by the time we are starting this training, you are already up to par with what you actually need to get started, because this is like the prerequisite of what you need to have done on your social media accounts, and then what you need to have as assets and an audit of your business using the 10x digital marketing toolkit. If you go through that, you'll be able to audit yourself, know exactly what you need, so that when we get started, we will go right into the execution of the strategy, and you'll be able to get more within the 12 weeks than you would have had if you didn't go through the two courses. So make sure that you join. The two courses basically are valued at over 20,000, but you're getting it at the cost of registration. So make sure that you go on, register, and then see you inside the program. Thank you very much. So thank you. And now that is everything to do with the program. Make sure that you join. The program is starting for January cohort. That one is already closed, so the next one will be on in February. So make sure that you check it out, check the website and see whether there is a spot for you. So now, today we want to learn about what to expect in 2024 from your social media marketing efforts. And the aim of this webinar is basically to go through what has happened in 2023, what we expect to happen in 2024, so that as a marketer, as a business owner, you know where these things are going, and also to be able to expect, where are you supposed to put your money? Whether you're doing advertising, where do you want to put your money? If you're doing organic and you want traffic, you want reach, you want to exposure, what is the best way to go about it? Do you need to pay people to do that? Do you need to use ads to get exposure? Do you need to create to have affiliate and influencer marketing to build exposure for your brand? Where do you want to spend your money? And those are very, very critical questions that need answers, because so many business owners nowadays are going to social media. They are using influencers, they're using ads, to drive traffic, and they're also creating content to drive traffic, to create exposure, probably looking to generate sales and leads, but they're not getting the actual results that they're looking at, because everybody, I can guarantee you, everybody who's on this live, everybody who's interested in using social media for anything, they're interested to use social media to drive sales or to generate leads. Those are the bottom line metrics that everybody is looking at. But how do you get yourself to generate those leads? That's the main question. And we are going to tackle, to go through a report that was published last year, the 2023 Social Media Marketing Industry Report. And we are going to look at what are the top questions that people have, marketers and business owners have when they are going to social media. What is it that they are requesting or they are asking social media to give them? So many people up to this point, so many people have gotten exposure. So everybody who have been in on social media for less than a month, 6 months, and posting consistently, they have gotten exposure. So exposure is one of the easiest thing that people are getting from social media. People are getting engagements, people are getting the likes, You know, people are getting creating a following, a loyal fan base. They're able to do that. But the question is, which are the platforms that are really generating the best, you know, a loyal fan base? Which are the platforms that you can use to generate a loyal fan base? Which are the platforms you can use to generate leads, traffic, you know, and even probably something like leads or sales, you know. So those are the questions that we are going to be answering. I have 5 questions that we are going to go through. And number one, at the top of mind, the greatest challenge that most marketers and business owners are having currently is on the question of what are the best ways to improve sales. So this is one of the greatest questions people are having. What is the best ways to improve sales through social media? And the reason why this question keeps popping up is because it's harder and harder to drive sales. I know you've seen how influencers are struggling to generate sales, and as many people, you know, come onto this industry of influencer marketing, everybody is becoming an influencer. There are so many people who are hitting 100,000 followers. So many people are hitting 30,000, you know, 10,000 followers on platforms such as TikTok and Facebook, you know, Instagram, YouTube. The question is, with so many people getting onto these platforms, then their value decreases, you know, their ability to generate sales decreases, their ability and their usage, you know, in digital marketing reduces. And it's very important that marketers rethink the way they're using different content creators, different strategies that they're using to generate the sales that businesses are looking at, you know. And one of the biggest challenge that people have is, how do I generate sales? Now, in terms of this report, if I can share there, you know, some of the benefits that Facebook is giving businesses is that it's providing increased exposure, and about 86% of people are saying that they have gotten that exposure. You know, they are getting increased exposure from social media. They are also seeing increased traffic. They are generating leads, you know, and they're creating loyal fans. But at the bottom there, fewer people are seeing improved results from their social media efforts. And this is the biggest challenge, and this is why the greatest question that people have is, how do I improve sales? Is because that is the hardest thing for any influencer to give you, or any social media activity to give you. So we are going to be discussing the ways that you can improve your sales. And one of the major ways that you can improve your sales is through Facebook. So Facebook is still the greatest platform where you're going to get increased sales from. And then it's the other thing that will help you to generate sales on social media is the time you spent on social media. You know, for people who are in social media for less than 12 months, they are seeing, you know, a very small success, you know, in terms of generating sales. People who are above 1 year up to 4 years, you know, they are seeing almost 15%, 15% in terms of sales being generated from social media. But those people who have experience, those people who understand how to shorten that period, are creating more sales. Now, the question is, how do you ensure in 2024 that if you started, let's say, 6 months ago, or you start right now and in the next 3 or 4 months, you start generating the sales that you require through platforms such as Facebook, IG, YouTube, TikTok is rising in terms of sales, but still not that much. But the greatest platform where you can get sales is Facebook and IG. Those are places where you can get really good sales. But how do you get yourself into that? Now, the way you build yourself to start generating sales, for customers to trust you, you want to have very good content also. You want to have a content strategy where you are producing content, educating people on the type of product probably that you have. Give people information, post regularly, be consistent in your posting, because the issue is, for the last 5 years, those people who have been consistent, probably posting once a day, they are seeing very good results. Now, for you to reach that level, you want to produce content, informative content that people see that this is good content, it's informative, it's educative, and that way you're going to build a loyal fan base. People, when people search, they are going to find you, and then they can convert, because on Facebook there are so many people who are searching for products on Facebook. So many people are searching for products on IG, and if you can appear on those searches, you'll be able to convert those people. Because remember what we talked about some time back, that there are 2 different types of audiences online. There are searchers and there are scrollers. For those people who are searching, they have a specific problem that they want resolved, and that's why they are looking for that solution online. That's why they are searching. And there are scrollers, those people who are just scrolling, and then they come across your content, and then they tend to watch, and then convert probably later. So it's very important, if you're going to build to generate sales through online, you want to understand the amount of content that you're going to generate is huge. The information and the type of content that you're going to generate there is not just entertaining, it's content that is informative, and that way you're going to get the sales. Most influencers, the reason why most content creators and most businesses are unable to generate the sales is because of the type of content they are producing. If you're not producing content, you're producing entertainment content, the only thing you can sell is something related to entertainment. If you come up with informative content, then what you can sell is product within that range. And it's very important as a business to establish yourself as a force, or as a dominant force in a certain niche. So niching down is very important, and it will help you to generate sales that way. So make sure that you understand you understand your niche, you understand how you can produce the content that is informative, and in that way probably you can infuse fun and comedy in that, and then you're going to get success. Now, in terms of sales, in terms of platforms that you want to consider if you want to generate sales, the biggest platform right now is Facebook and IG. Those are the biggest platform that you can use to generate sales. Probably followed there closely with by LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. So those are places where you can, in Kenya probably, where you can start generating sales easily. So, and I know people say, right now it's very easy to create content on TikTok and, have a huge reach, but that reach it's very hard for you to turn that reach, the popularity you're getting on TikTok, it's very hard for you to turn it into sales, right? So TikTok will give you very good reach. IG will give you very good reach, but when it comes to sales, Facebook and IG are at the top. So if you want to generate sales, look for creating your content on those platforms. Facebook and IG, those are the top two platforms where you can get really good sales. Now, in terms of exposure, because most people are looking at how do I increase my exposure, right? So in terms of exposure, this is one of the easiest metric for you to get on social media. If you want exposure and you start creating content, Facebook and IG, those platforms, TikTok, they are going to give you huge exposure. And right now, one of the platforms that has really good exposure is TikTok. On TikTok, you're going to get really good exposure. And the other place where you can get really good exposure is IG, YouTube, TikTok, I've said. But on Facebook, because Facebook is really geared towards, it wants you to spend money. So what is doing is that it will give you exposure on your personal profiles, and for those profiles that are turned into creator, they are going to give you really good exposure, as opposed to when you create content on your business pages. Now, the catch is they are going to give you really good exposure on your creator profiles, but there are limitations on how you can use your creator profile to drive business, to run ads and other type of sales geared content geared towards sales, or your efforts geared toward generation of sales. It will be limited, because when you go to Business Manager, you will not be able to share your personal profile or your creator profile with an advertiser to run your ads. So it becomes a challenge for you to use that audience that you've created on your creator profile to drive the sales. But in terms of organic, your personal profile will really grow, and it is going to give you a lot of exposure in terms of your personal profile. But in terms of your business profile, it will be a little bit limited in terms of organic exposure. But when it comes to ads, you're going to be able to reach a large number of people, and then you can target specific people. Because right now, I think one of the most effective algorithms on in digital marketing is Facebook. Facebook is able to understand exactly who you want, and right now, the way they are building their brand, or they are building their infrastructure, is that Facebook will be able to know from the text, from the copy, and from the creatives that you'll be having. Facebook will be able to know exactly the type of people that you want. And if you have enough data in your business account or in your ads manager, Facebook will be able to go for the people who are more likely to do what you want them to do, whether it's generating sales or for that traffic that you're looking at. So that is one of the greatest platforms where you can get exposure. It's IG, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter is another one. Facebook and LinkedIn are at the bottom there in terms of exposure. Now, the other thing is people are looking at is, how do I generate leads, right? This is the second question people are asking themselves. How do I generate leads? Now, in terms of leads, you want to understand the platform, especially the Facebook platform, because still Facebook and LinkedIn, those are the topmost platform where you can get leads. Facebook will give you a better leads. LinkedIn will give you the best leads. But in terms of the ease of using the platform to generate those leads, Facebook is the best. You can use lead form. You can use leads that convert on Messenger. You can send people to your page to convert as leads. So there is almost like 3 ways that you can generate leads using the Facebook platform. And this makes it easy for people, marketers and business owners to generate leads using the Facebook platform. And that's why it's one of the best platforms that you can use to generate leads. Now, in terms of the type of content and probably how long it could take you to start generating leads, for those people who are less than 12 months on social media posting consistently, you know, they are reporting not so much success. But as you stay on these platforms, people know you, people trust you, then the number of leads that you can get through those platforms increases. So one of the greatest thing that you want to cultivate online is trust and loyalty among your fans. And this is something that I've been, insisting on, that the greatest currency right now that you'll be able to trade online is trust. If people can trust you, then they will be able to spend money with you. And the only way people vote for you is with their wallet. You know, you can have 1,000 followers, you can have hundreds of thousands of followers, but if they are not willing to spend their money with you, then they don't trust you enough. So make sure that, as you grow your social media platforms, understand what you're bringing into the market, go into the market with an offer, test it out, test those offers out for you to see, for you to even, make sure that your followers get used to you selling them something. Because the other thing is that most people have established themselves as people who are not selling anything online, so most of their content is free. And that's how people are going to know you. They are going to know you as a source of free information. And the minute you start charging them, then they start running away from you. You start getting bad comments. But if upfront you show that there is this that I charge for, there is this that I give free content about, and people understand that, they will be able to pay when you require them to pay, and subscribe to the content that you want them to subscribe to. So those are really important strategies for you to grow or for you to start generating the leads. So trust, for you to start generating leads and sales online, you want to build trust. You build trust by creating content, informative content, and also giving people opportunities for them to purchase something. It could be something small, so that they can test out whether you are a legit person. Because one of the things that people do is that they can go through your payment process just to see whether you are a legit person. So having something that is not highly priced, so a low ticket offer where people can pay, go through the process. Once they finish, they're able to see that they get the product that they were looking for. Then they start trusting you. That's how you build trust. Start off with a small offer, and then you can grow that to high ticket offers, and you'll be able to generate those leads online through that. So that is the second way. The second question that people are asking is, what are the best ways to generate leads? And the best way for you to generate leads: build trust, use Facebook, use IG, and use LinkedIn to generate high quality leads. And so that is the best way to do it. Now, the other one is increased traffic. People are looking to drive traffic to their websites, drive traffic to their landing pages where they have their offers. And one of the best ways for you to drive traffic is through Facebook and IG. Also, YouTube is a good platform. Sorry. YouTube is a good platform for you to use to generate traffic. And but when it comes to LinkedIn, Twitter, not so much. In terms of TikTok, most people want to just consume content on TikTok. They don't want to you know go off TikTok and go to other website, and it's also harder for you to share links on TikTok as opposed to a place like Facebook. Facebook is very easy for you to drive traffic to our website, and you can run ads, you can share those links. So Facebook is one of the best ways for you to use social media to drive traffic. It has worked, and I believe this is still going to continue working in 2024. Now, in terms of developing a loyal fans, I believe if you can have really good reach on TikTok, because this platform is giving you a very wide reach. So if you can have a very loyal, you can build reach, you can reach people on TikTok, and then use that to build your Facebook, to build your YouTube. Those are places where you can share long form content, more than 10 minutes, and then use those platforms to teach, share information, go live and do all that. And TikTok will help you to build your loyal fan base. So make sure that you're having your profiles there. Start posting content. Grow to that 1,000. Start going live, and try to grow that loyal fan base on TikTok. Then use that loyal fan base to drive traffic to your Facebook platform, to your website, and make sure that you're using Facebook to track people who are landing on your website, track people who are landing on your other social media platform, and build your audience that way. Because the other biggest challenge that people have is building a strategy that actually works for their businesses. So make sure that you understand how you can use a platform such as TikTok to build a loyal fan base, to have very huge reach, and then use that reach to build on to other platforms. Especially make sure that you are sending people back to your website, or you're sending people back to your Facebook and IG, because at that point you can start tracking them. I know that TikTok also has a pixel that you can install on your website to track the number of people who are landing on your website. TikTok is having ads right now, it's running ads. But the greatest challenge with TikTok is that it's not deployed worldwide. So it's in specific countries where it's allowing people to run ads. It's also allowing people to install its pixel code. So at the moment, it hasn't reached that level where it's deployed worldwide, and that's one of the biggest challenge. But I think in 2024, we are going to see TikTok being deployed, widely. And so it's also a platform that is worth investing in. The way you invest in those platforms is through social media. Not social media, is basically content creation. So start creating content on those platforms. So in terms of that was in terms of loyal fan base. Your loyal fan base. We have also talked about increased traffic. So that is the last one. The last one is increased traffic. Now, the most commonly used platform so far up to this point is Facebook. Facebook, even in Kenya, is the highest, is the most used platform, followed by IG. We have TikTok there coming in. YouTube is also highly used. But the platforms that are going to compete coming 2024 is Facebook and TikTok. And so those are platforms where you want to have your content there and also understand how you can use them. Right now, TikTok is a little bit limited, but with its limitation, it's also giving people a huge leeway in terms of reach, which is limited on Facebook. So it's a balancing act that you have to be involved in, knowing that you could actually post content. The same content you are posting on TikTok, you could post it on on Facebook and see and drive traffic or drive your exposure that way. Build your fan base on those platforms, and then use that fan base to execute your audience strategy. And you're going to touch a little bit about your audience strategy in the last minutes. I think we are already done 35 minutes. So those are some of the questions that people have on how to use social media in 2024. So number one, you can use social media to drive sales. You can use social media to generate leads. You can use social media to drive traffic to your website and other offers. You could use it for exposure and also to build a loyal fan base. Those are the 5 ways that you can use social media to drive your business goals. Now, the most important goal is sales and leads. And this is where you want to spend most of your money. You want to spend most of your money in driving sales and leads. In terms of exposure currently, it's not worth spending a lot in terms of hiring influencers in the current form. There is ways that you can hire influencers, and the best way you can use influencers right now is in creating UGC. UGC stands for user generated content. So if you can get an influencer, person with a huge following, to use your product and generate content, genuine content about your product, reviewing it or doing something. If you can get them to do that and share it with their fans, that will be more helpful as opposed to engaging them for likes and for comments. So go for tangible things. Go for number of videos produced. Let them produce videos and pay per video probably. And then they can share that on their platform, and then you can own that clip and you can use it in your own marketing. So even the type of contract I'm seeing, the type of contracts that influencers are going to get into with brands is going to change, because brands are going to demand more from influencers and content creators as opposed to what they have been doing before, because brands were sold the idea of, exposure. You're going to get exposure. It's 3 million people have viewed your post. There is engagement and those type of things, but they have been unable to turn that into tangible sales. And that's where the biggest challenge is. So I believe brands are going to be cleverer as we go along, and they are going to demand more from people that they are engaging. They are going to demand more from influencers. They are going to demand more from social media managers, because they will continue understanding. And at this point, I would like to say, for those people who are entrepreneurs, business owners, I'm conducting a training for the next 12 weeks that will help you understand how to execute effective strategies that are going to generate sales for your business, because it's about sales. At the end of the day, it's about sales. It's about the money in the bank. It's not about the likes, the comments, the engagement, or even the reach. Is about the people, the money in the bank. If you cannot show me the money in the bank, the efforts are not, end up being not. So it's going to be tougher as we go on to 2024. The next thing that is going to happen there is that AI is going to be more involved in driving sales. So whether it's about content creation, and this is why exposure will not be a selling point anymore. Exposure will not be a selling point anymore. Engagement will not be a selling point anymore, because AI is going to help marketers and businesses to generate really good content, and that content, they can use it to build their own exposure, to build their own brands out there. So what they will be looking at is sales. So for those people who want to get into digital marketing, you want to concentrate on how do I make sure that these brands generate the sales that they're looking for. So those are the 5 questions that I believe people will be asking. Those are the questions that most marketers and entrepreneurs are asking themselves. And if you can get answers to the top 2, what ways can I improve? What are the best ways to improve sales? And what are the best ways to generate leads? If you can answer those 2 questions for brands, they are going to spend money with you, and if you can show results, because it's about results. Basically, as we go on to 2024, it will be about the results, the sales, and the leads that you can generate. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. I really appreciate your time.